Welcome to day 18 of me challenging myself to post a video every single day. In my video about Joe Dispenza that I posted yesterday, we talked about his claim that through actively visualizing the outcome that you wish to manifest and by emotionally training your body to feel the gratitude that would come with that outcome, you can magnetically attract that reality into existence through the quantum field. This is basically the opposite of the Stoic practice of negative visualization. And while Dispenza's method sounds nice, it can have the opposite effect that it's intended to. Both practices aim to cultivate gratitude, but I would argue that the practice of negative visualization can more consistently produce that result. By imagining the worst case scenario, we can better prepare ourselves for their possibility, which is not to say that we should expect the worst case scenario, just to simply brace ourselves for their possibility. And if they haven't happened or don't happen, then we can feel a greater sense of gratitude. And if they do happen, then we can be less caught off guard by it and perhaps feel a sense of gratitude from that.
Careful you must be when sensing the future, Anakin. The fear of loss is a path to the dark side.
I won't let these visions come true, Master Yoda.
Death is a natural part of life. Rejoice for those around you who transform into the Force. Mourn them, do not. Miss them, do not. Attachment leads to jealousy. The shadow of greed, that is.
What must I do, Master Yoda?
Train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose.
Imagine for a moment, if you will, one of your loved ones is sick and may not recover. It's not for sure, but it's possible. Now imagine two versions of yourself. One who is overly optimistic and convinced that they will recover, and another who is realistically grounded in the possibility that they may not. Which version is going to have an overall better reaction to either outcome? If they don't make it, which version of you would have a greater sense of gratitude for that outcome? And if they don't make it, which version do you think would have a harder time with the grief from that loss? That example might seem like an extreme one, but it's an excellent one because it perfectly demonstrates the value of the Stoic practice of negative visualization. It works all the way down to the little things in life and all the way up to the big things. For example, if I practice negative visualization on my YouTube channel, it will both help me to work harder to avoid that outcome, and it will help me to have a greater sense of appreciation for the outcome of its success, and ultimately prepare me for the possibility of its failure. It isn't an easy thing to do, because it can be quite uncomfortable to imagine losing the people and the things that you love most in life. But if you can and you do, then you will appreciate them much more while you have them. This idea is closely related to the Stoic principle of memento mori, which means remember death. But more broadly, it means to remind yourself of the impermanence of all things. Whether it's a great day, movie, conversation, cup of coffee, career, relationship, or even life, it will end. You can look at that inescapable fact from two different perspectives, one of which will yield a much higher quality of life if chosen and practiced more than the other. Dispenza's method of positive visualization has some merit to it, but by itself can be a debilitating gamble at best. Through negative visualization comes dichotomy. By imagining the negative scenarios, oftentimes the positive path becomes clear as well.
Construct your ideal. Aim at it. Come up with a plan. You got to modify the plan, no problem. You're going to do a bad job of it? No problem. Just do it. Okay, so then now you've got a goal. It's now your approach systems. technically speaking. The positive emotion systems that motivate you are engaged because they're engaged in relationship to a goal. And the more transcendent the goal, the more they're engaged. But that's not good enough. It's great to run towards something you like, but it's even better to run away from something that terrifies you. So then we ask people, okay, so here, think about this real carefully. Take all your faults and your inadequacies and your hatred for life, all of that. And then imagine that gets the upper hand. And then think about where you could be in 3 to 5 years. And everyone knows, hey? Some people know they'd be a street person. Some people know they'd be an alcoholic. Some people know they'd be a prostitute or a drug addict. Like, everybody's got their own little hell they could descend into with fair degree of rapidity and a fair bit of enjoyment. And people know that. And so I say, well, delineate that out too. So you know where you're headed when you fall off the path. And so then you're running away and running towards. It's like, yes, well, that's heaven and hell. And you need it. And they're real. They're as real as anything that you can. It depends on what you mean by real, I suppose. But they're as real as you make them. How about that?
That's it for day 18 of me challenging myself to post a video every single day. If you found this video insightful or entertaining, please go ahead and hit that like button. As a reminder, once I reach 150 subscribers, I will be making a video of me getting into an ice tub for the very first time and posting it on my channel. So if you want to see that, sub for the tub. If you're already subscribed and you want to be notified when my new videos come out, go ahead and hit that bell button. And I'll mention that it is my birthday today. So if you want to get me a present, I think an awesome present would be to share this video with your friends and family. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.